Why is functional test automation so flaky? What is it about it that makes automated software testing so hard? Well, I believe that it all comes down to the evolution of the web. Over here, what I've done is captured an image from evolutionoftheweb.com that represents all of the different technologies of the web over time. On the left-hand side, it starts at about the 1990s, all the way to the right-hand side where you can see it's about 2012, 2013. And if you carefully look at this image, you can see that there is a different proliferation of different kinds of technologies, but not only a proliferation, but also an increased integration between the different technologies. That's why you see less colors on the left, and as we merge more to the right, there is a more of a mess of all of these colors. And so, the reason for the evolution of the web is because of the end user experience, right? Everybody who's designing web applications nowadays wants the end user to have an amazing user experience. And so all of these technologies come along that help the end user to have an amazing user experience. Technologies such as SVG and Canvas start to come along. We start developing things such as drag and drop and touch events. Think about it, in the 90s, there were no tablets, there were no smartphones, there were no touch screens, and now there are touch events and drag and drop events to be able to handle those different kinds of functionalities. We've created things such as Ajax so that we can asynchronously be loading different parts of an application while one part of the page has already been loaded. Even AngularJS that allows us to execute a bunch of JavaScript files to be able to more seamlessly run the application so that one part of the page can do one thing and another part of the page can do another thing, and one event can trigger another event, and so on and so forth. And this is all phenomenal, all amazing progress for the web, but it sucks for us as automation engineers because we are the ones that have to automate against this constant evolution of technologies. And so that's why it is extremely hard, and functional tests are deemed as flaky because we have to be challenged with all of these different technologies. So how can you handle such an evolving world, right? When the web is changing so fast with so many technologies, how can we keep up and be able to do good functional test automation? Well, in my personal opinion, I believe that it all comes down to a mindset change. And you need to understand that the only thing constant in software development is change. If you can understand this concept and believe that change is inevitably coming, then from this point forward, anytime you make any kind of update to your functional test, you will need to keep in mind that your functional test is going to experience change. And so you need to be able to insulate it against the change that is inevitably coming. And I wish I could remember where I got this quote. I probably read it in a book written by some extremely smart individual, and it stuck with me ever since because I understood that yes, this is true. And once I got that point, from that point forward, I began to take actions to insulate my automated functional tests from any kind of changes that are going to occur in my application under test.